Hello. Hello, good evening. I'm Ismo, and yes, I am from Finland. Yay. And I don't know if you noticed, but English is my second language. Normally I speak Finnish. It's very common in Finland. And English can be hard for me because it's so different. Like, English is full of these, you know, these silent letters. There's lots of these letters that are silent. Like letters that you write down, but never say. Like write it down, but that letter is only for the paper. It's not for the mouth. And in the Finnish language, we don't have any silent letters. We pronounce all the letters. And I think I might have a small secret for you. I think they might be a little bit unnecessary. Like wasting paper. Like writing and not saying. But I have an idea. Since there's so many silent letters in English, why not also then have silent numbers? I think those would be far more useful. Like, I owe you $75. But the 7 is silent. So here is 5, thanks. But it has been strange to move. It's such a different culture from Finland. Like I've learned that here in North America, like if you get into a really bad argument with somebody, it like a really nasty argument, it's common that people can suddenly start saying something bad about the other's mother. Like suddenly. Like not bad about the guy, but his mother. Because that's never said in Finland. I've never heard that in an argument said in Finland. Like somebody would say that to a Finnish guy. Like I think we wouldn't even understand it. If somebody would say like, oh, your mother is a fat bitch. I think we'd be like, so, where do you know her from? I don't recognize you. Have you worked together? So strange, but the hardest thing still, I think it's the language. Because I studied English for years, and I thought I know English. Then I moved to America, turns out I don't know shit. Like, I don't really know it. Like, there's so many things, these subtle, like, I think the hardest word to truly, really master is the word ass. Ass. Like, I thought that means a butt, like ass, but no. Like, yes, it means that, but no. Like, that's just the tip of the assberg. Like, there's way more meanings. Like, I've been trying to write this whole dictionary about just ass. There's so many meanings. Like, for example, lazy ass. That means lazy. So in that one, the ass doesn't really mean anything. Like, my lazy ass husband is the same sentence without the ass. And stupid ass is stupid. So the ass is just optional. And my favorite one, a grown ass man. It turns out that means a grown man. The entire man has grown. Not merely the ass. It sounds like, but no. So you can just add ass to any sentence. I learned you can just add ass to make it sound a bit cooler. So, like, I just bought this blue ass shirt. Or, thank you, that was some good ass soup. Oh, I think I'm gonna need some clean ass underwear. Just any, it's great. You can just add it. And you have to be careful though, because like sometimes the ass can flip the meaning of the other word. It can reverse the meaning. Like Like, for example, bad ass. That's good. Bad ass. Bad is bad, but bad ass is good. But dumb ass is still dumb. It's difficult. I think the hardest concept to really learn is the concept of your ass. Like your ass, that means like yourself. Like move your ass. That's like move everything. Move your ass and the rest of your body and like if you have a car, that's included in the ass. Move, just everything to the same direction, just. So your ass is yourself plus all you have. But my ass, that means like no. Like if I say this car is really fast and you say, oh, fast my ass. So it's no. No. Not fast. It's not going to anybody's ass. It's just not fast. So your ass is yourself, my ass is no, and some ass is sex. I would like to get some ass. So it's a difficult word. It's very, very complex.
Oh yeah. G'day. Oh. I'm from Australia. That doesn't deserve a response, but thank you. It's nice to be here. I haven't been going so well back home. I've been getting a bit of negative feedback from my people, the lesbians. They're not happy with my work of late, and I've been getting a bit of negative feedback. And if there is something my people love, it is giving a bit of feedback. We're not shy. We'll let you know why you're upsetting everybody. But I had this spokesperson, one of our spokespeople, self-appointed, we all are, approached me straight after a show to give me a bit of feedback. And if there is a good time to give me a bit of feedback, it is straight after a show. I love that time. That is definitely when my skin is at its thickest. I love it. Yes, please. Listening ears on. She came up to me after a show and she said, I was very disappointed in your show this year, Hannah. This year. That got me. I thought, oh no, she's been on this assignment for a while. The problem, she said, I don't think there was enough lesbian content. I said, you know, I was on stage the whole time. I was honest. I didn't even straighten up halfway through. I don't know. It's a worrying trend, though. You know, I'm a comedian, but really, am I? You know, what sort of comedian can't even make the lesbians laugh? Love how tense that makes a room. You all know the answer to that. It's every comedian ever. Nobody can make the lesbians laugh, but you're looking at me going, she's a lesbian, this is a trap. And it is. But let's walk into it together. I happen to believe that that's a technically perfect joke. Bulletproof. What sort of comedian can't make the lesbians laugh? Every comedian ever, because it's based on very true stereotypes. It's funny because it's true. Us lesers, we don't have a sense of humour. And you want to laugh at that because it's true. We don't. It's how we are. We're set to stern, straight out of puberty. It's like someone stabbed a potato with a spoon. That's our lot, right? The only people, though, who hate that joke, who don't think that joke is funny, are us lesers. We hate that joke because we don't have a sense of humour, but we have to laugh because if we don't, it proves the point. Checkmate. It's a perfect joke. It is. It's not my joke. Gosh, joke. I don't really think I wrote that joke. Gosh, that's been around for a long time. It's a classic. It was written before ever I was a comedian. Before, in fact, that joke was written at a time before even women generally were funny. Back in the good old days, when you could say anything you wanted and nobody was offended. I've been assured it was a lovely time. But I think it's important to acknowledge when language shifts, because back then in the good old days, a lesbian meant something much different than it does today. A lesbian now pertains to sexuality. But back then, a lesbian was just any woman not laughing at a man. That's generally how you found out. It's like, lighten up! Just a joke, you need to have sex with a man, lighten up! Interesting advice. I got a letter on Facebook. I call it a letter. That's controversial, I know. There's a lot of old people who deny that. They're saying, no, a letter requires paper and effort. But it was a letter because it said, "Dear Hannah, new line." Who does that? And it said, you owe it to yourself and your community to come out as transgender. Now, all jokes aside, I do want to do my absolute best by my community, but that was new information to me at the time. I did not know that. I thought when I came out as a lesbian, that was it for closets for me, but it turns out I exist in a babushka doll of closets. No, I don't identify as transgender. Power and respect to anybody on that journey, but it isn't mine. I'm clearly gender not normal. This has been going on all my life. But no, I don't identify as transgender. I don't even think lesbian is the right identity fit for me. Really, I don't. I think if I had my way, if I could just click my finger and have people see me for how I see myself, how I feel that I am, I would say first and foremost, I identify as tired. I am very tired. Yeah. Please stop asking me to explain myself. I don't know. I do get mistaken for a man a lot. It happens a lot, but never for long. My masculinity doesn't hold up to scrutiny. I'm only man at a glance. And because I'm only man at a glance, it means that I'm always still there, still very much standing right in front of the person who's just called me sir and deeply regrets it. So I'm always bear witness to that roller coaster of regret and panic washing over their face as they go, what am I going to do? And I never help. Because I don't care, but my word, a lot of other people do. When I get mistaken for a man, one of my favourite responses is sometimes people manage to erase my memory of being called sir, and it's a very neat trick. What they do is they use hypnosis and the magic word. They're always looking down. It's a customer service situation. And they'll say, "Can I help you, sir?" "Madam." And it works every time. Gone. I never remember being called sir if someone calls me madam immediately after. Oh, yeah, because madam is a very triggering word for me. It's what my mum used to call me when I was in a lot of trouble for opening a brothel. We just have some more words. If anything, it's the apology I don't understand when people apologise for calling me sir. I don't get it. I got it on the flight here. I was walking on and being greeted. Welcome aboard, sir. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Why are you apologising? Please don't apologise. I like it. I really love it. I love being mistaken for a man. I don't want to be a man, but I'm partial to a holiday because that's what it feels like. Because if someone's looking at me, calls me sir, what they are seeing is top shelf, normal, king of the humans, a straight white man. Don't apologise. I'm about to get good service for no effort. I was going to take my assigned seat and both the armrests. Don't apologise. Your knee space, not today, buddy.
10 years my wife and I have been married. Yeah. We're monogamous. We're also, we chose to be monogamous. For those of you that don't know, that's the Latin mono, one, gamus, blow your head off. Because it's the worst idea on the planet. Love coming to Montreal when you're monogamous. It's great. So many hideous women, it's just so easy. We're the only mammals that do this. Every other mammal do what they want. Not us, no. Lions in the, wherever they live, the Serengeti or whatever, they just married to that lion. Sees that lion, just goes and hooks up. No big deal. That lion's not like, what do you do? No, just free range. Even if that lion got mad, that lion just has to say, I thought it was you. I thought it was you. Sorry, okay? We can't do that. Try doing that. I get that I'm no, it's a two-way street. My wife wakes up, sees me, it's the same. 10 years, 87,000 hours. Yeah, you don't clap anymore, do you? It's a different way to put it. You ever done an 8-hour job, 8-hour day when you're like, holy geez, when is this gonna end? 87,000 hours being monogamous. I don't think I can do another shift. I told her, I don't know if I can do another shift. I get it, right? I get she doesn't want to jump my bones. She doesn't. Every morning she comes down with her big, massive robe on. Triple knotted, like I'm gonna, what are you doing? I don't care. You don't have to triple knot it every time you come down for breakfast. Put a wig on, talk Spanish. I might try to take that robe off after 87,000 hours of looking at each other. But we said our vows till death do us part. We all stupid. Oh my God, we said it. I said it. Till death do us part. Yes. You know what? We're curing too many diseases. That's what we're doing now. That's what we're doing. Because in 1908, when they wrote that vow, people were like, yeah, till death do us part. Because people were dying of the flu at 21. Yeah, I'll gamble on that. We have 3 kids. That doesn't help. You're trying to... 3 kids, 8, 6, and 3. We're in that wheelhouse of crazy. I used to love my weekends. Now I just get depressed Friday night because you got them all day, like both days, just all day. The weekend, you wake up, there's just 3 of them just standing there every day. Like, my wife and I wake up. Every weekend's the same. We wake up. Do we have anything planned for them? Like a camp? Like, is there anything? That's my first question. Do they have skating today? Anything? Just get them out of our face for 2 hours. Anything. Play date. Do they have play dates. Thank God for this. Play dates, for those of you that don't know, when another parent doesn't want to be with their kids and they text you, hey, it's Julie's mom. We don't even know these people. I don't care. Want to have your girls over? Yeah, let's go, girls. You're going to play date with Julie. I'm the driver. It's my job to drive them, make them get there safely. One time we got lost. Didn't have the right address. I said, I don't care. You're going to a house right now. I don't care whose house it is. But Daddy, I don't recognize that man. That's not Julie's daddy. Too bad. He's got kids. You're going in the house and you're playing for 2 hours. I need a break. Unless the guy has a mustache. I don't trust men around my kids that just have a mustache. To me, I don't have a way of determining if you're a pedophile, but that to me is a good sign There's something weird going on. If you're looking in the mirror every day and going, yes, that's perfect. No, you're a pedophile. That's what that is. And we have a code word in my family. If you're walking near us in the mall, we yell it, Tom Selleck, Tom Selleck. And all my kids run to they grab onto my leg, and we just stare at the man with the mustache. Freak. My parents weren't worried about pedophiles when I was little, obviously. I had a paper route. 10 years old, I had a paper route, 5:30 in the morning. 40-pound sack of paper holding me down. What an opportunity. What bait was I for pedophiles? Just standing in the bushes, twiddling their mustache. Like, this is so easy. They can't even see me. It's very different. Like, my kids like to play little games, hide and seek. It's fun. One day they look for me in the freezer. Didn't say whether we're smart, kids. The freezer. Nothing fits in our freezer, let alone me. Because my wife has 45 bunches of bananas in there for this big banana bread she keeps talking about making. Holy geez, stop buying bananas, for crying out loud. Make the damn banana bread. 87,000 hours, you still haven't made a banana bread. She'll hear the freezer door open too. She'll be on the second floor. Don't throw those bananas out. I'm gonna make a nice banana bread. For what, 1,000 people? Can't hide in the freezer.
Evening, everyone. Or as the French say, good evening. No, it's bonjour, bienvenue. Yes, yes, I'm learning. I'm trying to practice my French. The most romantic language in the world. I know why the accent is romantic as well, but it is. It's funny how every accent has its own connotation to it. You speak with a French accent, you are sexy. How are you, ladies? And then there's some accents just have no sex appeal to them at all. You know? Like the Russian accent. There's nothing sexy about it. Everything the Russians say sounds dangerous and menacing. Doesn't matter what they say, because they've got that thing. Yes, I'm Russian, go to kill you, break you, destroy your family. Like, even if Russians say nice things, it still sounds dangerous. They still go, yes, fluffy rabbits and teddy bears. What? It's like that weird thing, like the Russian accent is so... And you know, like the crazy thing about the Russians is everyone in the world is afraid of them. Everyone, no matter where you go in the world. You know the Russians are frightening. Because they're the only country that makes America think before doing something. Everywhere else in the world, America acts when something happens. When Russia does something, we think about it. Yeah, you saw the whole thing that happened with that plane that was shot down, the Malaysian flight, the Ukrainian rebels shot the plane came down. You know, America came out, Barack Obama, he was there, he's like, we gotta find out who did this. We're gonna come down on them like an iron fist. We're gonna let them know what time it is. I'm paraphrasing. And then everyone found out it was the Russians that supplied the Ukrainian rebels with the missile that shot down the plane. And then all of a sudden Obama was like, but let's not rush to conclusions. Let's take our time and not point fingers, especially not at the Russians. I'm going home now, thank you very much. There's something about the Russians. You know what's weird is I find the Russian accent frightening, but not the Russian language. It's the strangest thing ever. There's certain languages I find frightening. There's certain accents that throw me off. You know, for instance, I find Arabic frightening as a language. You know, it just has that thing in it. The guy could be saying anything. We're talking about Candy Crush. But it's because we've watched all those movies, all those TV shows. Every time you see Arabic, some bad shit goes down. It's never something cool or sexy, you know? It's never like, it's never that. So the language is frightening, but Russian, for some reason, I don't find frightening at all. Yeah, I don't. I realized this. I was walking through the streets of New York, and there's a Russian guy. He was walking next to me, and he happened to be on the phone, right? And it sounded like he was setting up a drug deal. And so this guy is walking next to me and he's talking. And he switched from English, the English-Russian accent, into Russian. And it went from fear to no fear. It was the strangest thing ever. He was on the phone and he was like, yeah, no, Vlad, don't worry. The guys go to bed at 3 o'clock, okay? You meet them, you tell me after that you got the package we call. Don't worry. Hey, Vlad, no, listen. Vlad. Давай not дерегеш ночь, yeah? Да, действительно, видать, not вот jet на дегets net будоч динардич, вот не кердиш, вот не get that watch the radio. Нет на врачнейше вода. And it was the craziest thing ever. He went from like international criminal to immigrant. It was the weirdest thing. Like I had no fear at all. I'm not afraid of the Russian language, just the accent. In fact, to me, the Russian language just sounds like someone's playing a vinyl backwards. That's all I hear. It sounds like someone took a DJ of English and they were just there like, yeah. He's just like, yes. We go to find, don't worry, Vlad, the guys got to be there, 3 o'clock, okay? Yeah, bring the package, don't worry about that. After that you find, you give me the call, okay? No, Vlad, нет. Ведь ночь get вот на жит, вот не get на жит, вот ночь, овет ночь, вот значит, вот держи, вот get that, it ночь, бит, not bit, a bit Russian. That's what I'm hearing in my head. And if there's any Russian people here tonight, I'm joking. Please, I don't want to have issues after the show. Walking out of the theater, hey, found the guy. Why you don't come DJ here, eh? Wiki, do it again.
It is such a pleasure to be here. You guys are gorgeous. Thank you for having me. I made an effort for you. Thank you. You're welcome. Do you know what I've noticed wherever I travel? What I notice about women everywhere you go, we're so quick to put ourselves down. And it kind of does my head in because, for example, earlier, I was in the hotel lobby and I saw a girl and she had a really nice dress on. And I said, oh, babe, that's a really nice dress. I love your dress. Do you know what she said? Oh, this? Oh, no, it was really cheap. This was just a cheap, it was really cheap. It was just a cheap, it's disgusting. I don't know why I chose it. It's disgusting. Oh, my God, I hate myself. Bitches, that's the wrong answer. That is the wrong answer. When somebody comes up to you and they tell you you've got a nice dress, do you know what you say? Damn right, it's a nice dress. And I'll tell you something else for nothing. It looks shit on the hanger. Like, right? Upgrade! We need to upgrade ourselves. I'm tired of women. We put ourselves down all the time. And like, it's interesting when it comes to sex, isn't it? Because for example, you, my friend, I could have sex with you, you could have sex with me. I'm sure your girlfriend wouldn't mind. It would all be very nice. Right? But when it comes to the morning after, there's a different set of rules, right? I got a different handbook to the one that you fuckers were given. Par example. Ladies, right? You meet a guy, you bring him back to your place, you're about to make love for the first time, you're all excited, you're a little bit nervous, you're a bit like, oh, hope it fits. It does, it's fine. It's amazing what I can, disappears. And to be honest, you don't even know his name, so you're just calling him hun, but he keeps calling you babe, so fuck it, you're playing the same console, right? And you have a great night of sex, don't you? And he leaves first thing in the morning, someone's got to drive the metro, choo-choo, see you later, off he goes. And you run downstairs to tell your flatmate or your mum, whoever you live with, oh, fuck this dude. She is really proud. And, if you're anything like me, the next day, you're like, oh my God, that was amazing. Oh my God, that was amazing. Oh, but everybody can tell that I've had some. Oh my God, that was amazing. Oh my God. Oh my God, but everyone can tell. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to text him. If your friends are like mine, they're like, text him. What? You can't text him? Never text the guy. Are you stupid? Never text the guy. Don't chase the guy. Let the man come after you. Let the man be the alpha male. So what am I supposed to be? Omega-3. I'm not a fish. They're like, are you stupid, Louisa? Are you stupid? If you text him now, that's like really, oh my God, like I am embarrassed for you. Like, no. Like, why would you do that to yourself? No. If you text him now, Louisa, that's really awkward. That's like way too forward. Seriously. Too awkward. Too forward. let me break it down because I would hate to get it twisted. This stranger made love to me so hard he put my back out. For a week, I was walking around like I had a disease from the 1800s. Yet sending him a text message is where it gets awkward. Is it? Is it? I'm sorry, bitches. He saw my vagina! Like, he got up close and personal. Like, he got to know it very, like, they're friends. They are very, very, very good friends. Like, if it was in a police lineup, he could point it out. Like, that's how close they became. Yet. They're close. Yet sending him a text message, oh, well, that's way too forward, you whore. It annoys me, right? And here's another thing that annoys me. This terminology of slag, sluts, and whores. Bitches, we need to upgrade ourselves. I am tired of this because you fuck, I fuck, we both fuck, so why am I the slag, right? We need to change the terminology. So, instead, let's change what we call it. Instead, I suggest we do this. Guys, this is my friend Mary. Mary and I went to school together. Mary is a pleasure angel. Yeah, she is. This is Susan. Susan and I worked in IT together, and Susan is a climax fairy. Hello. That's what Susan is. And guys, can I introduce you to Katerina? This is my best friend Katerina, and Katerina had sex with my ex-boyfriend a week after we split up. And Katerina is a spunk bucket cock guzzling. Not a whore. Princess. Because there's enough things, I think, for us to worry about, let alone sex. Like, look about what we look like. I see pictures of women in magazines in bikinis. Don't make me feel bad because my body doesn't look like that. I like my body. Like, look, oh my God. 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 Bitches, my thighs are touching each other. My thighs are touching each other. Oh my God. You should make a documentary about me. What a freak I am. My thighs are touching each other. I'm sorry, bitches. Yes, my thighs might be touching each other, but if you were this close to my vagina, wouldn't you start touching yourself? I think so.
All right, namaste and bonjour, Montreal. My name is Veer Das. I am from Bombay in India. You guys know India, yes? It's where all the Canadians come from. I'm so excited. I have an opportunity to make history this week. I can be the first ever Indian who comes to Canada and then leaves. It's never happened before. All right, I am not a smart man. People think that all Indians are smart. We're not. We get away with it. It's a numbers game. Like in reality, 20% of India is smart. Except 20% of India is 90% of most countries. So Indians are not smarter, there are just more smart Indians. I feel like the reverse ratio is true for like Canadians in racism. I'm pretty sure there are some racist Canadians. People pretend like everybody in Canada just wakes up in the morning and gives a refugee a hand job. Which is why I'm here, by the way. No, the reason I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure 20% of Canada is pretty racist. Except 20% of Canada can fit in one plane. Like, I feel like the same ratio is true for like American people in English. Like 80% of America speaks English good. But I'm pretty sure 20% of America speaks English well. And if you can't tell the difference, then you will make America great again. I promise you, you will. Oh yeah. Build that wall. All right, I want to talk about God now, but I'm brown and I have a beard, so we'll go slow. Do you guys believe in God? Yes? Yeah? Like, I believe in God-ish. Like, I believe in God like I believe in yoga. You know, I don't see the benefit, but everybody else is so into that shit, I try it once in a while. And it hurts when I do. You ever take a selfie? You know how to make yourself look good in a selfie. But then you hand the phone to your friend and he messes the selfie up. I think for God, man is that friend. We have always messed up the image of God, symbolically and visually. I think the first time Jesus walked into a church, he was like, what the hell is that? Who's that sad, skinny guy? What is that? I carried that cross for 3 days without carbs. You couldn't draw a tricep, you son of a bitch. You know, I think the first time our guy Ganesha walked into a temple, he was like, what the hell is that? I'm half man, half elephant. That's brown and gray. What is all this color? What are you people on acid? What is this, Hinduism by Disney? What's going on? You know, I think the first time Muhammad walked into a mosque, he was like, well, I don't know what Muhammad looks like, do you? Nobody does. Every time we try to draw the guy, somebody gets shot, remember? Okay, I'm going to talk about women's clothing now, but I'm brown and I have a beard, so we'll go slow. Montreal, your women are beautiful. They are. They're so beautiful. I love the women here. My God, the way you dress in the summer with the shorts and the dresses, it just makes you want to be the wind. You know, and you use your clothing to liberate women instead of oppressing them, and I think that's beautiful. 95% of the world is still dealing with the bullshit male psychology where every time a girl wears revealing clothes, men think, oh, she's asking for it. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about, yes? They think, oh, she's asking for it, which is bullshit. The beauty of being a woman is that if she's asking for it, she can just ask for it. Because it is available. She can just think of it and 20 hits will line up outside her door. For a woman, the world is Amazon.it. She can compare it, size of it, length of it, delivery date of it. That's the beauty of being a woman. It's specific. You can ask for it. Men, we just want to get some. And the problem arises because our bodies are different. Women's bodies are well designed. There's changing landscapes. They evolve. Women's bodies are like Canada. There's oceans and seas and mountains and rivers and a forest and peaks. It's great. That's why guys like me are denied entry. Male bodies are like Kuala Lumpur. There's one tower. Once you've seen it, nothing else to do, all right? So how do we get, I'm running out of time, come on, how do we get women the freedom to wear whatever women want to wear? I'm proposing a 2-week course in school where all children cross-dress. Boys wear girls' clothing, girls wear boys' clothing. So the right dots connect in your mind as an adult. So as a man, if you're at the club and you see a girl just in cleavage and the heel and just walking towards you, your first thought is, damn, her feet must be killing her. Her underboob must be so sore because of the wire in there. See, the guys aren't laughing because they don't know there's a wire in the underboob. They just thought there was $200 in there for a rainy day. No, please give all women revealing clothing. I'm an Indian man. I'm sick and tired of undressing Indian women. Have you tried undressing an Indian woman? It's a sporting event, all right? It takes hours. It is easier to get a woman out of a Taliban training station than out of an Indian wedding creation. There is so much fabric. There are ships in ocean stuck without sails because these bitches are wearing that much fabric. At the end of it, you are lost in a cocoon of fabric. Her father is in the corner like, ha 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 ha. You think there are 99 positions in the Kama Sutra because we were intelligent? No. We were trying to find an opening in the clothing. That's how this happened.
Yeah, I'm originally from Europe, but now I'm from Britain. Thank you. It turns out we weren't being true to ourselves, expressing our identity, so we want to change it up, which is it's pretty fashionable nowadays. You know, like I was born a man, and I'm still a man, but I think I'm going to stick with it, actually. But I don't know, it's nice to know that you could just change it now. I think that's quite cool, you know, fresh start. Like, I like the trans thing. Like, if you're a woman and it's never felt quite right, why wouldn't you, you know? Get a haircut, chop your tits off, get a pay rise. You know, I mean, why wouldn't you? It makes complete sense when you think about it. But, but people are still angry about that, you know. There's the toilet police saying what toilets you can and can't. Just let people piss where they want, for Christ's sake. Because we all do it, don't we? I mean, I frequently identify as disabled. You know, I mean, you know, whatever toilet's near us, really. And also, toilet doors mean nothing. I went in like a fancy restaurant the other day. I needed a piss. There were these two doors. One of them had a picture of a sparrow. The other one had a picture of a goat. And I was like, what the fuck? Sparrow? Ah! Sorry, yeah, sorry, of course. Sparrows are exclusively female, yes. But I think a lot of the kind of insecurity around these trans women must come from straight guys who are sort of insecure about their sexuality. I remember I was watching the news, this trans model on the news, and she's stunning, right? And I turned to my mate, I'm like, gosh, she's really beautiful, isn't she? My mate's like, yeah, but you know she's trans. And I'm like, well, yeah, but I don't care. I mean, I want to fuck her now. I don't want to fuck her 10 years ago. Like, she's fit now. I don't see what the problem is. And he's like, isn't it weird though? She used to be a man, she used to have a dick. And I'm like, well, yeah, but she doesn't anymore, right? Like, straight guys in the room, Scarlett Johansson's really attractive, right? You'll still want to have sex with Scarlett Johansson, yeah. You wouldn't kick her out of bed, would you? Now, I don't know if you knew this, but Scarlett Johansson used to be a baby. I mean, that is arguably far worse, isn't it? She used to have no hair, no teeth, piss and shit all over her leg. No, thank you. Now, I would rather fuck a man than fuck a baby. I don't think that's a controversial thing to say. I don't. Yeah, I think that's fairly normal. You know. I think most people are pretty on board with the trans thing. I think that women's sport is where people don't really know what they think, isn't it? That's the one that even the people who support it are like, I don't know. It's a complicated issue, trans women in women's sport. I've had a long think, right? I think I know what my opinion is. I think trans women should be allowed to compete in women's sport, right? But I don't want them to win. Because they're cheating. But I think they should be allowed to compete. Because the problem is you kind of think you should want them to win because they're like the underdogs in life. But like in the women's weightlifting, the trans woman is not the underdog. Like, she's got a clear advantage, right? But it's difficult because in life, she was dealt a bad hand. But in women's weightlifting, I mean, she was dealt a man's hand. It's not fair. Like, I don't think it's anti-trans. I just support the underdog and she's not the underdog. Like, it's the same impulse. You know when you're watching the Special Olympics, you always want the most disabled person to win, right? Fuck off, you do. Look, I know. Look, you're all good people, you recycle, whatever, but you watch the Special Olympics, even in your head, you see one guy and you go, hang on, what's wrong? Why is he... Okay, is he disabled enough? Enough! You watch the swimming, there's a guy with no arms up against someone who seems to have mild autism. That's not fair. He's got no fucking arms. He should get a medal for getting out the pool. How the fuck is he... up against some guy just counting the lanes. You know, that's not a level playing field, is it? I'm not anti-autism, I'm just pro the guy with no arms. Do you see the... I always want the white guy to win the 100 meters. I don't think that's racist. Like, I don't. Let's be real. The 100 meters final is 7 black guys being chased by 1 white guy. Like, come back with... It's not... Why do the Americans do so well? The race starts with a gun. Think it through.
I have to say hi to the Asian people. It's going well. I want to give you some American news. Now, this is exciting. The very second Asian American family television show ever, fresh off the boat, got renewed for a 2nd season. So I'm very proud, very excited about it. So very, very good. We did a good job. We did excellent. It's good because it's that I had the very first Asian American family television show 21 years ago. Yeah. And I fucked it up so badly. They had to wait for an entire generation of Asian Americans to be born and grow up with no memory of me whatsoever. I have a very Korean name. My Korean name is Moran. Moran! Water! That's my mother calling me. Water! That's a legit Korean name. I mean, it really is. It's actually the name of Kim Jong-il's production company. So, you don't want to face off with me as a Korean. I'm fucking really Korean. I really am Korean. But I have met people more Asian than me. I met a girl, her name was I was like, oh, that's pretty. Do you spell that with a C or K or? It's just like it sounds. You can call me Jay. I feel like Fresh Off the Boat is a point of pride. You know, I'm proud of it. But the people at the network didn't like the name Fresh Off the Boat. They thought it was racist. Of course, it was all white people. It's so cute when they get offended on our behalf. Isn't that the best? It's like, they're like, whoa, okay, all right, yeah. Okay, all right, all right. Okay, all right, okay. That's a bit much, all right, okay. I think that white people like to tell Asian people how to feel about race because they're too scared to tell black people. You know, we have less melanin, probably not gonna protest. Asian women are beautiful. I think we have a lot of power. I do believe that. I feel like I might be a little bit past my sell-by date, but I still have. I think if there was an Asian woman army with big boobs, we could solve all the problems in the Middle East. Because we can make Jews do anything. If it had been us, instead of Moses, it would not have taken 40 years to get out of the desert. But sometimes I think, you know, we as Asian women don't even understand how beautiful we are. We have a sort of inferiority complex to white people. I mean, I've seen that happen where you see a really beautiful Asian woman and she's with the most fucked up bust-a-face white man, you know, I'm just like, bitch, are your eyes that small? I've kind of deviated from the path of Asianness, of Koreanness. I went into comedy. I went into comedy in a way that was very sort of different, and I went into it very young. I told my mother when I was 14 I wanted to be a comedian, and she said, oh, maybe it's better if you just die. But she's into it now. She's very proud. You know, she looks at my work, and I get to show her new things like YouTube, get her to try to understand technology and everything. And I showed her a video of Miley Cyrus twerking. And all she said was, oh, she's shaking out all of her luck. But my mother gets very angry with me because I have a lot of tattoos, and I know this, don't be alarmed, I'll show you, I have a lot of tattoos. Because I'm trying to avoid plastic surgery. All my friends are getting plastic surgery. I don't want to do that, but I want something. You know, because I'm like that, like I was a fat girl and a really fat kid, fat teenager, and I would always hang out with really skinny, beautiful friends, and we'd all go shopping, and they'd buy beautiful clothes, and I would get a mug because I wanted something. So this is my son. I get tattooed. I'm just gonna keep getting tattooed so nobody even notices that I have wrinkles. They'll just be like, oh, where's that turtle going? So I don't have a lot of time. I'm just gonna show you the extent. This will be a good kind of a closer. I've gained a little bit of weight. I'm sorry about this, but my underwear is very small. I have an enormous bush, so watch your eyes. watch your eyes. It just sticks out. It's gonna come out like, it's not a 70s bush, it's an 1870s bush. You know, it's like my pussy's making cough drops. All right, so I'll show you, I'm gonna do it like this. I'll show you what's happening. All right, don't be upset. I'm sorry. Okay, can you, I don't know if you can see the detail. Okay, I'm apologizing to the Asian people first, because I know I'm really dishonoring our ancestors by doing this, but you know, we fucking built the railroad, so whatever. This is more important. Now, I don't know if you can see their actual faces, and I told the artist, I said, don't put the nose too close to my hole, okay? Because my body's not a joke. I feel like Sia right now. I really, I'm going to swing from the chandelier. All right, so I want you to, I got the faces there specifically so I could do this. Can you see what's happening? Do you see it looks like they're talking to each other, they're laughing. They're laughing. These are the real housewives of my ass.